Yes!
You have new mail.
Yahoo!
Let go of my leg!
Thank you, Edward.
Our first email waffle.
Thank you, Edward.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Edward.
You're welcome.
Hello to my favorite family, the Jones family.
Yeah, that's us!
I just want to start off by saying you guys are awesome and blah, blah, blah.
Blah, blah, blah.
Blah, 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 blah.
But seriously, all kidding aside, I have so much respect for everyone at CBJ.
Really?
Thank you.
Thank you, man. That's fucking awesome.
Even Tony?
I appreciate it.
Keep the amazing work, fellas, except for the guy that goes through the bins now with those weird glasses.
Really? You said that?
No.
Oh. Vera said that?
Hey, be nice to Tony.
Just a few questions. How long have you guys known each other for, and where did you all meet? I know we've definitely covered this before, but...
Well, no.
No, but to rehash, because it's definitely been like one at a time.
Jumping off point for new readers.
Outside
well,
of...
I think the people, the folks who have known each other the longest at the table are Waffle and Tony, which you guys have known each other for how long?
Almost 10 years, 9 years.
At least.
No, then that we've known Sako longer than that.
I've known Sako for 12.
Yeah, so.
Oh, wait. So.
I met you when I was a kid. I met him in high school.
Oh, okay. Oh, you weren't in high school yet.
I was 12 when I met you and Joe the first time.
Oh, okay.
And
so
then I started
actually, so you know me the longest.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Dig that. All right. So me and Waffle know each other the longest.
And then I know him.
Yeah.
And me and Tiger technically worked together.
Just him, Tony.
Yeah, but I knew you before we were here.
Yeah, we fledgingly knew each other.
Yeah,
and then Tiger
So
came
when
into
I started
deliver.
working there, you're like, are you Tiger? It's like, yeah, fucking Tiger, you know.
Well, I mean,
Fucking weird friends.
I hired Joe when I became manager. So I was there for like at least, I think they made me a manager really quick. I was like quickest in the company at Hanley's. I think it was like 4 to 5 months. So, and then I met Tiger through Joe.
Yeah.
And when Tiger first walked in, I
Just
Dreamweaver.
I need to be friends with Joe.
just for the listener,
my
Joe
future.
who?
Zeppo Jones, Joe from Thierry.
Okay.
I met everyone at Jim Hanley's.
Yeah.
From shopping there.
Yeah.
See, but I feel like I met you first out. Like being out.
I don't think so. I think, you know, I would go to your events, but
Yeah.
I mean, I met you there.
I think
you were a fan first? Like my DJ?
Well, yeah, I mean, but I was I was friends with you. I'd go to the lounge, to the TV lounge that we had at Olympic.
I feel like a random free comic book day. I actually met Babyface.
I would say
Okay.
Waffle at the counter, like hanging out at the side of the counter with Strange Jones.
Do nothing.
Yeah, the two of them would just stay there.
Doing nothing
and
but being in the way.
They would talk to like Jeff and
Gore
and LB and Zeppo, and I would just hang out. I wouldn't talk too much, but.
And Ed, we pretty much all met at the same time and then started shopping.
Well,
when did you start coming here?
Well, I would stop in sporadically.
No, I remember
since you opened. I remember having conversations with Waffle and Tiger, but I've been here every Wednesday since summer of 2011.
Since 52 drops.
2 years. Mm-hmm. Look at that. So
Ed's been coming here for 27 months consistently.
It'll be a 3-year anniversary. What?
Ed's been coming for exactly 27 months.
No,
28, 28, 29, I'm sorry, almost 30 months.
I have Zero and Villains month.
Yeah.
Yeah, so,
30 months.
You have to love that you can actually count down how long you've been regularly
And I feel like I started seeing Tony come in about a year into that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tony started shopping again after a while.
The return of the Tony.
And Tony was afraid of me for a long time.
Sure.
Terrified.
The good old days.
Yeah.
Sako would give you
And then he showed up wearing ribbons of shame.
When we ruled with an iron fist and everyone was
These are my ribbons of shame.
That was probably the greatest moment coming back. Just walking up to the register, really nervous about not seeing it for so many years, and the first thing he looks at me and says, "Get out of my store!" I had like the top of his lungs.
Really?
Yeah.
My fucking lungs dropped to my sack, and I'm just like, "Oh my god!" And then he goes, "Nah, I'm just kidding. What's going on, Tom?"
Wow, that's perfect. You can imagine your balls falling.
True story!
I haven't heard that in a very long
All the
time.
real world fans say.
Jesus.
Yeah, so for that long. That's all. And Flick, how long you been coming here?
Probably as long as Ed, like
Yeah,
two
probably
2
2
years.
years. Sheeble, I know.
Well,
Yeah, but I know you.
She was like a bad bitch.
I know you also from Handley.
Actually-
He's coming around with LB and Gore.
A few times.
I know Kenny almost as long as I know Tony. Actually, then.
I remember you having a big old Jew fro.
Yeah.
Isn't that
Yeah, Kenny. I've known you for 8
No.
years.
Word.
That's disturbing.
Why?
All right.
We've known each other
Kenny
for a
says
long
word.
We're all friends here.
I
So, I
think
mean,
You met me at a very weird time in my life.
I mean, I've known Sako for
Also,
like
what's on
12
his way?
years.
What? Yeah. It's fine. It works.
What you say?
I said I've known you for like 11, 12 to 12 years.
Yeah.
So that was the first question.
Basically,
What's,
Tiger
what's
did
the next
same.
question?
Also, well, this goes for all of us before I read it. Sako, I know you're just as big as a fan of Walking Dead as I am, so this one's for you. We all really love The Walking Dead here.
Yeah.
There's honestly no levels of how much we love it. It's all we're on the same plateau.
We don't argue about who loves it more.
Where do you see the future of the Walking Dead comics going?
Where do I see the future of the Walking Dead comics going? It should be at, I'm going to say issue 132 at this time next year. No. And then it'll go on for more issues.
Okay. I hope everyone dies and Sophia's left alone.
No, honestly, what I honestly believe is I think Kirkman is smart enough that he has us all believing that this book is about Rick, but I think that since issue 1, this book has been about Carl.
Carl and Michonne.
I think Carl is the absolute main character. I think even Michonne is expendable, but I think this is really about Carl's story into like adulthood.
Yep.
You know, where you're gonna. I think it's gonna go as far as he wants to take it, but I feel like if I could read his mind, he's probably got ideas for Carl being an adult,
That we can't
growing
even
up
fathom.
in this world and living in this world as an adult, as opposed to
Then growing up
He's
in a
gonna
regular
marry
world.
Sophia.
I gotta
He
pick up
said
this.
he wants to do 300 issues. So.
Oh wow.
So you go, Carl's easily
Hopefully,
14.
maybe
by
he's
then.
gonna pull a Cerebus and everyone just dies at the end and nothing mattered.
Yeah.
Like I said, when was the first time Carl killed someone? He killed Shane, right?
Yeah.
Spoiler alert for volume 1, Frank. No, genuinely, people who haven't read it.
Oh,
That's the
yeah.
end of the first volume because people do go into it thinking it's a TV
How
show.
old was he when that happened? Like 10, 11 years old?
He was
His
10.
first man?
He was 9 or 10 when the series
Yeah.
started.
Yeah, it's just like that's
Now he's 13.
Yeah.
There's been 3 years that have passed technically.
Right.
It's like
with
3
all
winters.
the stuff
Yeah.
you've seen, all the stuff he's going through, I can sit down.
Yeah.
Definitely. If not now, then definitely like maybe by the end of like the next like 24 issues, like it starts to remain something.
It'd be great if, like, toward the end, like, Carl completely fucking twists and becomes a character like Negan or like the Governor.
No, but the next statement goes in line with that kind of. Kirkman said this is going to be a completely different book starting with issue 127 after the all-out war story arc. I think the story is only going to be about Lucille from now on. And it's just going to be a bat for like 30 pages at a time doing nothing.
I gotta tell you,
Because everyone's
I
dead.
wouldn't be surprised if with all the new characters that he's brought in, you
Yeah.
know, like with Jesus and
I
whatnot.
love Jesus.
I think there's a strong possibility that everybody's gonna die. That you
Lots of
know,
people are going to die.
including Rick, maybe even Carl. You know, and now it's
I wouldn't be surprised if Michonne is the last ongoing character.
And then-
Michonne or Maggie.
And then they moved.
Maggie's dodged way too many bullets.
Sophia's still alive.
Yeah, that's what I said before. I hope
Yeah.
everyone dies except for Sophia.
But what if we have a new cast and that it moves to like another state? And then
Yeah, I think
more
everyone.
people
I
die?
think everyone will die at some point except for Carl.
And then he just kills
I
himself.
feel like
to have it.
I feel like
then there'll be a whole new set of
But I mean, I'll put it
He'll
to
just
you this
give
way.
himself to zombies.
If Kirkman kills Carl, I fucking love Kirkman that much more.
Yeah.
Because then I'm completely fucking wrong. No, of course he almost did. Kenny said he almost
he's
did.
Carl
almost
always
multiple
dies.
times, more than twice. If you
Kenny
really think
loves when the
about
studio audience is near because then he can talk more.
it. Yeah.
And he gets caught in like maybe.
Well, that email was from Mike Copa. That was the end of it.
Thanks,
All right, Mike.
Coco.
Thanks, Mike.
Mike, thanks for writing in, brother.
Thank you, Mike.
Tony, you don't have to go, woo! Yeah, clapping's good enough.
We got
Yeah, fucking animal.
Do we have another email?
we got one more email.
Okay.
Yay.
Hi, Edward.
Hi.
Hey guys. I would first like to thank
Oh, I
Ed
thought
for.
that was the start of the
No.
Ed got excited.
I know.
I was like, oh, this one's about
Well, this
me.
still goes his way. I would first like to thank Ed for growling into the mic louder than usual during Ed's Charlie Brown episode. It was super effective and KO'd my right earbud.
Oh, you're welcome.
Now on to a few questions.
Sorry.
DC announced on the January 21st
On the January 21st.
that 6 more titles are going to be ending in April.
I think this is Laverne DeFazio's father.
This includes Ed Sadness. Ed's upset. Well, this includes Superman Unchained, Justice League of America, Nightwing, Suicide Squad, Stormwatch, and Teen Titans. How do you all feel about this? The only one out of left field to me is Unchained.
They said that
Jim Lee can't do the next arc.
no, neither of them. They just can't focus on it. So.
That doesn't surprise me. A Superman book getting canceled does not surprise me.
No, I just mean that one because that's the really good one. Yeah,
But
that's the really good one.
The one that surprised me is Justice League.
JLA's does, yeah.
Well,
The JLA's becoming Justice League United.
Yeah, because they need to go to Canada and outer space.
Yeah, because
All right,
that's
so then it's not that it's getting canceled. It's being
rebranded.
morphed.
Yeah.
Nightwing makes sense storyline wise.
See,
Yeah, Nightwing is kind of getting interesting with all his shit in Chicago.
well,
The
Him
rumor
building
is
his
he's
own
dying.
thing, you know?
here's my thing. Are they going to kill him off in Forever Evil?
I don't know.
Because it's
Maybe.
Are you Jeff Jones?
Looks that way.
Yeah.
They should. There's too many goddamn
Look
Robins.
has been suffering. It's not very good.
I don't think they're gonna kill him. I think he's gonna change identities.
I think in the tradition of Batman and Batman Robins, there should be another Nightwing.
Yeah.
You know, that I'm fine
Wait,
with that.
first, in the tradition of Batman, he has to have a red hood on first. Because
Yeah.
God forbid we bring back the character without a red hood.
Right. True.
Well, me and Babyface were talking a bit because we had the whole thing about who's like going to be the new Robin or who's going to be the new Nightwing, and T says that
I hope it's a Stephanie Brown blow-up doll.
well,
Just flies through the city.
one rumor I heard is that it was going to be Calvin Rose, the current Talon.
See, which would be cool. 'Cause
That'd be really cool.
Once again, man, Talon is a book that I really was heartbroken to hear that it was getting canceled. I think it's a book that a lot of people didn't give enough of a chance to, and it was a really fucking good book. Go ahead.
I mean, it's basically the way it's going. It might be the year of the female.
Stop. No, go ahead.
Like he's saying that Robin is more likely going to be Carrie Kelly, who's been showing up in.
Well, Stephanie Brown's coming back too, no?
Batman
she's
Eternal
gonna be-
3.
Batman Eternal 3.
Rumors that she's going to be returning as a spoiler. Just thinking
Spoiler?
The thing is coming, and her father's going to come back to whatever bullshit that
Cool.
might entail. But I really want to see the character that's been introduced by Snyder a couple of times, Harper Row. Like I would really like to see like her in either like the Robin or the Nightwing costume. If that really comes.
I'm truly pulling for Batcow. Batcow.
Well, what would you think if maybe
And Ace the Bat Hound too.
Dick
That'd be an awesome team up.
Grayson left Chicago and decided to form the Outsiders?
That Aquaman's already doing?
What if he becomes the new Metamorpho?
What if he's
Is
actually...
Metamorpho in
No.
New 52?
There's
No,
One.
Element.
Yeah, his Element 1.
Oh.
What if he becomes the next Steel?
No, he's already there. He's in Suicide Squad
Stop
right
that look you just gave me.
But-
Was a little bit of trying to figure out if Steel's already in the New 52, why the fuck Nightwing would be Steel, and how that would work.
Batman
I just think Steel is a horrible
Yeah.
character. That just-
I got an idea. Let's kill Batman and replace him with a teenager in a leather jacket, a robot, and a black dude that's a robot. Because that's what it was a robot that you can see. There's a robot and then a guy inside of a robot suit. And then a kid with cool hair and sunglasses.
And then Eradicator.
And Eradicator.
Cool,
that just
cool
left.
goggles.
That left
And
immediately.
a cape. Well,
I think it's time for Alfred to die. I just want to say that.
we thought he was going to die in Death of the Family, and that didn't happen.
And I think that Bruce Wayne should have like a Kato kind of guy.
Ooh.
Doesn't Batman already have his
This gives
own
Babyface a chance to
Batwing?
dress up.
But like Katana in the Beware the Batman TV show?
I don't know. I don't watch that.
Did you say Katana?
No, Katana.
Okay, I heard Katana.
Of the list, though, Teen Titans I've been disappointed with since it started, even though
I haven't read it. I think I read it. No, I haven't read any issues.
Suicide Squad got really cool around issue 20 again.
I read the first couple issues. I really dug it.
Suicide Squad, right?
The
Yeah.
beginning of it was great.
And then it took a dip, and then I want to say around like the mid-teens, it went away a little
Did it
bit.
take a dip though? Because did they change writers? Or
Yes,
Yeah.
the writers changed, and then they put a new writer
And then
on.
they changed to Matt Kent.
Yeah, and then issue 20 was I think the first issue.
Something like that. I
Oh,
think
before
right
Matt
after
was
Death
on
of the Family.
Before it was right after Death of the Family, and it was like, wow, this is really good. You picked it up again.
Yeah.
Harley's interesting. Amanda Waller got a lot more interesting.
I wish Suicide Squad was like Secret Six.
Yes,
Yes.
where it was a bit of rotating and it was just cool.
Yeah.
It was a lot more
written, it was
fun.
Yeah.
A lot more fun. The first arc of Suicide Squad was really freaking good. It was too much of a high watermark. for itself.
With Teen Titans, though, the rumor is that they're going to restart it with a new team, with new members. especially because Scott Lobdell's been writing it since the beginning. So since he declared he's leaving the book, that's a good reason to end it, and then a new writer to pick it up. But to me, even though it's a lot of the same members of the previous team, none of them act the same.
Yeah.
So they're completely different characters to me with the same names. So hopefully they change it up and realize what they've done.
We good? Sure. Superman Batman, brilliant idea or epic disaster? I'm going to present, I think, a little bit of his reasoning for the question. Recently, they had to move the movie back 10 months, and it's coming out now.
I was looking at the comic.
No.
Yeah, even the comics.
I think Batman and Superman is horrible.
The second arc I like more than the first arc.
No, I think
Really?
the first 4 issues were great, and then
This whole making me read sideways.
No, that's my only problem with it.
And the whole thing of the video game aspect,
But
I don't know what's going on.
When it comes to the films, my main problem is that it's not a really good idea to put any even if it's a Superman Batman movie against any Marvel movie ever the same day, because you might win that boxing match on opening weekend, but in the long run, you still are down for the count when it comes to your films.
Yeah, I mean,
if DC wants to get into the game, they're
I understand
they
that.
want summer franchises, they're gonna have to go up against them eventually.
I know, but Marvel's starting Phase 3 and they're barely starting Phase 1.
they can't
It's
start
just-
Phase 1.
I know.
They can't get it going.
Can they call this movie
It's been
Justice
shit.
League already? Because all the casting announcements and
They
things that they're
should
like
have
rumored
at this point.
are Aquaman and every freaking Justice League member.
Yeah.
Not for nothing. DC has made it seem, okay, that for a long time, that a Justice League movie is almost impossible.
And then
because you've got to get
Avengers
too many big names, blah blah blah, and then the Avengers happened. Marvel made it fucking happen.
When I showed my girlfriend the Batman 66 movie, the Adam West movie, and at the end of the movie I asked her, I was like, now, what's the funny thing about this that you think they can do in like in modern movies? She was like, the fact that there's 4 major villains,
Yeah.
and there were no plot holes and there was no lack of screen time. I was like, what happened to that? I was like, I don't know, you tell me.
Right.
Because Marvel seems to be able to do this, and DC lost this, and they want to neglect the one show that did it.
Yeah.
Like the one show that had multiple fucking villains
Well,
and multiple...
you also got to remember that was produced by 20th Century Fox. that Batman movie
Yeah.
was produced by Fox, not Warner Brothers.
That doesn't...
Yeah.
That's nice. That doesn't mean they can't take up the ethos.
But I have to say, at the same time, when you talk about funding, I honestly think that the powers that be at Warner Brothers, they're gunshot now.
Yeah.
They've lost a lot of fucking money. Movies like Green Lantern, they really have. Superman, the Superman movie before the last.
Yeah, it has to be.
Man of Steel movie.
It has to be disheartening to watch one of your classic characters, Green Lantern, falter when Iron Man got 3 movies.
Whereas Marvel pretty much goes
Does
to
what they
their
want.
studios and says, "Hey, we need money. We got Avengers. We got Iron. We got
Black
the Iron
Panther's
Man
on the
franchise.
way.
Give us fucking money," and they have the money to do what the fuck they want. Whereas I think DC's big problem is funding.
The checks right now.
Yeah.
Well,
And it's going to be until they prove themselves.
No, I think they need someone with a cohesive vision. They keep branching, and you can even see this with the TV project.
Wait. But hold it. You could also see it with the comic books. I think DC's got a problem with cohesive vision, and they're changing up writers and getting rid of good writers and kicking people off in the middle of fucking series where somebody thinks they know better than these guys who are fucking working on the characters. I think DC shoots themselves in the foot constantly.
If you gotta look at it this way too. Marvel now started, and there are books that have like 30 issues right now under its belt almost, and it has the same writer and artist team.
Yeah.
Well, DC can barely go 6 issues sometimes, and things get flipped. It's just weird to me that Marvel. Bendis has been writing Ultimate Spider-Man for 13 years now. Name a DC book that even before 52 someone had for 13 years.
Right.
That's my thing with
DC has an incredible stable of
Yes.
characters. Incredible. But they just can't fucking keep longevity on any one project. I mean, right now, Snyder and Capullo on Batman,
That's the longest running. Snyder, Capullo, and Azzarello and Chang.
But the thing with that is
They're
When you're saying it's enjoyable, it's the best thing DC's got going for themselves. Right?
Oh no, it is.
The 2 long-running teams are the 2 best book to me.
No, you made it sound like it's enjoyable, like it's okay.
The two longest running teams.
Yeah.
The 2 longest running teams are my 2 favorite DC books that I actually read. The Wonder Woman and Batman, like monthly.
The only problem with Batman though is the changes to the universe.
Yeah.
So it still doesn't have the same flow as if the 52 never happened.
Oh, I agree. You're right. But even the little things that are going on, and I'm not talking about the other books. I'm talking about Batman itself.
Yeah.
I could still pick up Batman every month
Yes.
and be down with it.
Yeah.
You know, Gothtopia bleeding over in the background, give me a fucking bullshit story.
Yeah.
You know, I don't need that.
With no explanation.
But you're-
either.
You know, you got to stop trying to pump life into the marginal side books, and you know what I mean. Just let them be their own, and go on from there.
Waffle just said because Bendis writing Ultimate Spider-Man for so long, the only thing close for DC was Jeff Johns and Green Lantern.
Yeah.
But the thing,
Or Grant Morrison on Batman.
but any
Still
book that
wasn't-
Johns touches like becomes gold, and then once he leaves, just plummets.
Yeah.
Usually, not all the time, but it happens.
Wow.
And Superman just attacked.
That was Star Wars.
Star Wars.
Oh,
But
man.
it's just funny that Babyface said plummets and a book fell off the top shelf right behind fucking Ed.
Fly books. Fly.
Everyone ready for the next question?
Yeah.
Have any of you guys read Cross? Yeah, I hate it.
Yeah.
If so, do you believe it could provide excellent television? No, because it's terrible. Like, I don't know.
Wait, is he answering his own question?
No, I'm answering it for myself.
Now, Crossed, I think is awesome.
I like the Lapham run more than I like the Ennis stuff,
Uh-huh.
and I haven't read much of it past that because I just can't get into it. But I don't think it'd be good TV.
The thing that I like about Crossed is that you're jumping around. I mean, you know, in a sense, for whatever reason, for the lack of whatever fucking thing that I'm trying to get to, but take you know, Walking Dead, you know, the survivor aspect.
Yeah.
And jumping around the world to
No, I
different
enjoy
people
that.
and different pockets of people who are experiencing different situations with the Crossed, you know. I don't think it's an Eisner Award winner,
No.
but I'm entertained by it every time I read it.
That was the reason I liked the book World War Z, is that it's not just here's 7 people surviving zombies. Here's 7 people here, here's 3 people here, here's 2 people here, here's a party here. Is that it's not just happening in one state or one part of the world, it's everywhere.
Right.
My recommendation, did you ever take out Wish You Were Here from Cross?
No, I can't get into any of it.
Wish You Were Here was really good.
Yeah.
If I had,
You should check those out.
Okay.
personal opinion is definitely, I mean, out of all the Garfield stuff I love, Cross is actually a little much for me, where it's like
I enjoy the Lapham story more than the Ennis one.
But I like the fact that, you know, I mean, the fact that Wish You Were Here is just ongoing. It's been fantastic.
That's the webcomic, no?
Yeah,
Gotcha.
it's basically the first time
It comes out in trades.
Yeah, no, I see what
I'm saying that for everybody
Yeah.
else.
It has a consistent story. It goes back and forth between certain events that happen. It's basically about a survivor comics living off the coast of like wherever the fuck's name place. And the idea is, you know, just in general, it's better. It's ongoing. It makes more sense. And it's just better.
The fist beats.
Next question, Waffle.
Well, no, I want to know everyone else's opinion if they feel like it would be TV
I know.
worthy. Anyway.
I know the writer of this email has asked me if I've read it, which I haven't read Crossed, so I don't have an opinion.
I've read it. I haven't read some of it. I liked what I read a lot. I want to continue reading it. I think it would be horrible.
Yeah.
I think it could be anything other than a comic.
No, right.
Yeah.
Exactly. I think there's certain things that
So visually
should
grotesque.
just stay comics. Well, no, it's got nothing to do with visually grotesque. That's got absolutely nothing to do with it. It can be done, you
Yeah.
know, but it's, you know.
I'm not being cheesy. And
Yeah,
stupid.
that's what I mean. It's
Well,
the
no,
amount of it without being
absolutely,
too
but
much.
there's just certain things that I don't know.
It doesn't translate.
Yeah.
It is gore for the sake of being gore.
Yeah.
Unless it was
Oh,
a
of
gore
course.
horror
But
movie.
it's fun. The artwork is usually good. It's fun to look at. It's unlike most things in the show.
Next question. What were your favorite cartoons growing up? Darkwing Duck was one of my favorites.
Hell yeah.
Ooh, I remember that block. Darkwing Duck, Tailspin, DuckTales, and Chip and Dale's Rescue
Hell yeah.
Rangers.
Good shows. It's way too many cartoons.
There was a lot.
Thundercats, Ghostbusters, Ninja Turtles. I loved watching Jetsons and the Flintstones. Later on, X-Men and Spider-Man. I like the Mega Man cartoon, Dragon Ball.
I can sum up my childhood in cartoons in like 2 statements: Toonami and Cartoon Network's cartoons.
There you go, cool.
That's it. That was my childhood in a bundle. And
Like-
Winnie the Pooh.
For me,
You never get that
it was Looney Tunes.
Looney Tunes.
Looney Tunes.
Yeah. Oh,
Tiny Toons
I grew
is
up with
shit.
Tiny Toons.
Looney Tunes.
Yeah.
Popeye.
Well, Looney Tunes was on all the time.
Tom and Jerry, and then for the stuff that wasn't like classic, that was just constantly shown on PIX.
Yeah.
At the time, I watched religiously Transformers, G.I. Joe.
Yeah.
I remember sneaking out of my room as a child and
Mask.
watching the Spawn cartoon on HBO and MTV Oddities.
He-Man.
He-Man,
Thundercats.
No Batman
man.
from anybody?
Oh, of
What?
course, yeah,
Come on, like the
Batman.
Bruce
I had-
Wayne Batman.
I had-
He-Man I watched a lot.
I had every
Like
single
entire
ep-
childhood.
I had every single episode of Batman on VHS.
Freakazoid and
See,
Animaniacs.
Batman, but Batman for me came later on. The Batman the animated
Well,
series
yeah.
started what,
Yeah.
1980?
No,
No,
91.
92, 93.
Okay, so
And
I was-
I was in preschool.
So I was like 18, 19 years old when that started, and I found that, and I was like, oh shit. this
my
is
dad wanted to open up a comic shop, so I had every episode in chronological order taped. That's what he wanted on like a TV.
One
just
that we,
playing.
one that we didn't say is The Simpsons.
Oh yeah,
Almost
that's almost without.
General.
without
General.
Yeah, but we all watched it.
that was Ren and Stimpy.
Ren and Stimpy, hell yeah.
Rocko's Modern Life. Rocko's Modern Life.
See, Ren and Stimpy for me, as opposed to you guys, was like being fucking 20-something stoner. Like, you know, just see this fucking show.
Rocko's Modern Life plays a huge part of my
I really
childhood.
like Doug.
There's all the classic Hanna-Barbera stuff they used to show
Yeah.
on Cartoon Network.
See, like, I never fucking, even as a kid, I hated Scooby-Doo. I fucking
Yeah?
We do.
hated Scooby-Doo.
What about Yogi Bear?
Yogi Bear was alright.
Yogi Bear was okay.
The only Hanna-Barbera cartoon I like was Top Cat.
What
What
are you saying
about
that Scooby-Doo and Yogi Bear are the same formula, Tiger?
All of Hanna-Barbera cartoons.
Yogi Bear was fucking picking a
Goofy
basket.
animal with a fucking stupid antagonist.
Yeah, but
Park
Scooby-Doo
Ranger,
solve mysteries
fucking-
with a bunch of teenagers.
But what about
Completely different.
Same shit.
No, it's not.
Tiger? What about Wacky Races when you and me would drive around?
No, I like those.
Oh
Yeah.
my god, yes.
I swear to God.
Fat pigeon.
I swear to God. One year, me and Tiger are gonna do Destiny Doolittle and Muttley.
Yeah.
Seahawks, the Centurions.
That's for you.
Centurion's
Lucian.
awesome.
I said before, Freakazoid and Animaniacs.
What the hell was the name of the show? We have Galaxy Rangers. I watched a lot of Galaxy Rangers as a
I see.
kid.
I watched a couple episodes of that. Didn't do much for me.
My dad loved it, and he had it on
He-Man, though.
VHS.
I mean, He-Man.
I liked Birdman.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That was another. That was Hanna-Barbera.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was Birdman. I like Space Ghost too.
Also, Dynamite. I like the
Herculoids.
Herculoids. I watched a lot of Herculoids.
Herculoids. You know who created the Herculoids?
Who?
Steve Gerber and Jack Kirby.
Well, there you go.
Do you remember G-Force?
G-Force. Oh,
G-Force.
see, I'm trying to stay away from like the Jap animation aspect
there's
of
a
my
lot.
childhood. Because there's G-Force, there's
That's why-
Galaxy Express,
Speed Racer.
There was Speed Racer.
That's
Captain
why-
Harlock was like
That's
huge.
why-
But
I
even
can just say
bigger,
Tsunami.
the biggest of all of those was Star Blazers. Star Blazers was the be-all end-all.
The Bionic 5, the Tick.
When we talk about like anime, there's one that outside of Dragon Ball Z.
Bionic 5?
It was a family and they had like robotic parts.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was dressed up as the father once for
Lots of
I
lots of Gundam in my
remember
childhood.
Voltron more than that.
Oh, Voltron, that was big for me too. You were what? You dressed up what?
I dressed up as the father once for Halloween.
That's not the Bionic 5?
No, they were kind of like the Fantastic Four, except 5.
Did people not give you candy because he was probably white and Eurasian? And they were like, this is a horrible costume.
wow.
It was one of those painful masks, like those old Halloween masks, that, like cut your face because it was that hard plastic.
Yeah.
But no.
So you,
I
you
was
went out
minor as a
painfully
kid.
trick-or-treating and people would
I was
refuse
like
your candy?
5.
Comic Book Jones does not
And you were
support
like, fuck you,
discrimination.
Quilo.
Oh yes, we do.
No. I never do the English dialect.
Comic Book Jones does not support discrimination.
Did I say
Did we
Asian?
tag it? Did we not support it?
Ed doesn't support discrimination.
Discrimination? I don't know, it's tricky.
That's usually the question.
That was a fun
Where did I
question.
go?
I don't think you support discrimination as much as you just discriminate.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Babyface, I think it's time you start drinking again.
Oh.
Your rant on when
No,
Ed should get
he's gonna use
tattooed.
it.
Your rant on when Ed should get tattooed on his back is one of the funniest things I've ever heard.
You guys reminded me about that, which I have no recollection.
What? What was it? What tattoo?
What Ed should get tattooed on his back.
What was it?
I
On
don't
the
know. It was just
episode-
Ed Babyface ranting.
On an episode of Babyface's Drinking, which I'll never listen to again, but I
Babyface
was
gets
told.
drunk.
I believe one of the previous emails made a reference to it.
Yeah, I was told that said that I'm going to get a tattoo of Captain Marvel, fucking Ed.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, on that note, you still crush
Babyface,
your.
can you play drunk just for ratings?
On that note, do you still crush your bananas with a dildo?
I never did that. That was all hypothetical.
Oh, he's gonna be upset.
Yeah, that was funny, man. When you like said something that was weird.
I say stupid shit.
I'm gonna have to listen to that.
I say a
Again.
lot of stupid shit.
Yeah, man. You say more stupid shit.
Tony, I asked this question on my last email, but you weren't around to answer, so I'll ask again. Based on your experience, which do you find more pleasing, a blow-up door or a fleshlight?
considering the other one makes more money, I'll probably have to say Fleshlight. Just put in a shameless plug.
Now, have you ever seen the pictures of the My Little Pony plushies with flashlights put in?
Oh.
I prefer not to.
I thought you sold those.
I do not believe in the brony culture whatsoever. I do not respect it.
You don't believe in it? It exists.
But you sell the
There's
comics.
a documentary on Netflix. It's
Yeah,
there.
after that 8-minute video you showed me about the brony party, no, they should be fired. I'm sorry. No, get them all in one place. Tell them it's
Were
like a
those
big
8
raid.
minutes on company time?
Not at
No,
all.
I was way. No, stop. Someone sent me like the after party of like a BronyCon,
Please no.
and it's one of the saddest like concert experiences I've ever watched
Oh
on
my
film.
god.
There's like somebody's talking to the crowd, and somebody just unplugs the mic. One of the kids like the bass drops and he's dancing. He falls off the stage behind him. There's a kid in the corner facing the corner dancing to himself.
Do they dress up? Do they dress up as Ponies?
No.
Poison the punch.
That's actually-
They don't like.
No, there's actually one thing I could actually say in good. There's nobody dressed as a pony.
They don't
They're
just strap on stuffed animal ponies.
No,
though?
they
Oh.
might have a little pony backpack, but I'm not paying
Oh.
attention. I'm watching people be idiots.
Yeah. I thought it was like a rave, but with ponies. all
Or about
over
the
them,
one
so it
part
can't
where it's
be.
like this kid's in his own little world for like 2 hours.
Yeah, they zoom into like a kid up front, and he's just like ninjaing with two glow sticks for like the whole video, but he's not doing anything to rhythm. He's just staring forward and just doing it.
But I gotta ask you, Waffle.
Yes.
As there was a time where you were an avid
Yes.
rave attender.
Yes.
Was there a lot of people? Anybody with like My Little Pony wearing
No.
My Little Pony shit?
When I
Or-
started, like-
I mean, it's colorful, you know.
When I stopped going a lot, that was when the Brony like craze kind of started.
Uh-huh.
So I feel like I actually dodged a really fucking awesome bullet.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Or maybe you didn't because that might have been very entertaining.
And you
It
could
might have
sell the
been, but those
comics.
people like to talk usually, and the weirder the people, the more they want to talk to you at a rave.
As if you don't like to talk, Waffle.
Not to the weirdos. I'm already friends with the weirdos.
But what if you are a weirdo?
I am a weirdo, but I'm not the weirdo that wants to dress up as a pony and fuck an animal.
Touche.
Those would be referred to as furries for those not familiar.
No, they
those
want
are
to
the
fuck a
weirdest
pony.
of
I'm
the
friends with
weirdos.
furries. They're more normal.
Oh, you're friends with furries?
Yes.
Bring them on the show.
None of them really dress up anymore. They just like
So they have furries
that'd be
out there.
great. Let's hear about that past experience.
Retired furries.
next time my friend John's from California, I'll try to get him on.
So what's for
Can we clarify what a furry is?
We'll
They
make
like
sure
to-
that
I
there's
don't wanna
one
s-
less extra seat, so whoever the furry guest is has to sit on Ed's lap.
And there are people that like to wear costumes and yiff.
Okay.
What's Yiff?
Hey Tony, why don't you explain what yiffing
What's
is?
Yiff?
I mean, if it's going on the terms I know, it's like, is it just saying the word that you can't do, but you just play it backwards on regular TV?
What?
I know what I'm talking about.
Doesn't
I used to
make
do that.
sense.
Yiffing is when the fucking furries wear their suits and have sex.
Oh,
And they're wearing animals
Why don't you
costumes.
say fucking? Why don't you just say yerfing? Just say
Because-
fuck.
Because fucking doesn't include animal costumes.
Wait,
that I bought.
hold on, gentlemen, hold on. Maybe, wait, I think Tony's a little more experienced in this, and I think maybe Waffle misspoke. Is it actually yerfing and not yiffing?
I didn't know that it was an actual term. It's just that people dress up in animal costumes and have sex.
Oh, like that
People
episode of
who dress-
Entourage.
Yiffing is more about
Yeah,
cyber
kinda.
sex between two furries. I just looked it up.
Wow.
Oh, okay. Then you could just say cyber sex fucking. I don't need to say.
Yeah, but it's a specific term. You just call a fleshlight a fucking jerk-off tool? Yeah, jerk-off tools are down there. No, it's a
In that voice,
fleshlight.
actually, yes,
It's a
yes, I
term.
have.
Right next to the
Like-
bucket of dildos.
Yeah,
Hey,
those things with all the comics are on the wall.
Cock breaks. Then you go left. You stop at the inflatable vaginas and you turn around.
There's
You
a-
do a 360-degree spin. You stop. You duck. There they are.
Tony, I
So we
think
don't-
you have a girlfriend who'd be down for yiffing.
If she ever got into
Well,
the furry
Heather's
culture,
covering her head and shit.
To be
I-
fair,
she's
she is
laughing
wearing
with a
Sesame
smile.
Street
No, no, no.
pajamas.
That has
I like
nothing to do with
hentai.
furry.
There's a
no
difference.
Furry fandom.
furries whatsoever in the bedroom or ever. We've talked about this before. We'll say
Wow.
it again on a national podcast. No furries ever.
Until
No,
until
never
5
done
years
that.
from now when sex is stale.
So you guys are never getting to
All right, I think this conversation's run its course. Is there anything left in the email, Waffle?
Ed doesn't want to
That-
talk
that's-
about the time he wanted to wear a badger suit and fuck Satan.
Yeah, I think Ed's a closet furry.
Oh, that
And
wouldn't
that's why he
surprise
wants
me.
to get off this subject.
We can
He has
find
plenty
you.
of friends who are going right now. But Ed, you mean
Ed, if you really want, we can find a good mascot website and I can help you.
Oh, okay.
I have,
Colonel Mustard? in
I
the
have
hallway
friends that
with
can give me
candlestick.
links. We can get you
Sex
some.
ed.
I was about to say it wasn't a badger suit.
Okay.
Honey Badger.
That's right. It was a really terrible raccoon costume. Well, wish I would be there tonight, but the weather has me staying in Brooklyn. I won't be able to make it for the Macho Man retirement, so I hope you all have a great time.
Oh, it sucks.
Ooh.
From
Whatever.
Matthew Santapola, because he can't sign his own email.
Oh, Matt Santapola.
Thanks,
Thank you,
Matt.
brother.
You
Good
accept
email.
email.
You're the man,
You
man.
fucking
Chris.
schmuck.
All right.
Finally accepted your request on Facebook.
I think it's time for a DC to guess a Marvel.
I did
Possibly.
think of one.